It's time we had a hard conversation. We're coming up towards the end of the year and people are thinking about the new year. So I have a question for you. Do you want to be a burden because you didn't at least try to take care of yourself? Let's chat. Does your metabolism suck? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Do you want off the diet roller coaster? Do you wish there was a simple solution to get you healthier, smaller, and have more energy? Hey friends, I'm Jolene, a nutritional therapy practitioner, wife, furry guardian, and non-bendy yogi. Like you, I spent years chasing skinny instead of healthy, until I finally learned there's more to getting healthy than eat less and move more. Welcome to Holistic Health Made Simple, where I share all the tips, tricks, and science to set you free from the diet overwhelm and frustration with the ever-changing health rules. We go beyond the calorie and diet dogma to equip you with simple changes to real food, mindset, and lifestyle. If you are ready to learn to tailor your journey to your current health, implement simple solutions, and achieve undeniable results, then this is the podcast for you. Pop in those headphones, take a deep breath, and let's get healthy. Hey there. It's time to chat about some hard truths. You see, getting healthy is more than losing weight. It's more than just feeling good in your body or fitting in your skinny jeans or a certain size. Being healthy when you're old starts today. Old is relative. Old is just any older than you are now. But as we age, it is really important that we're mobile, that we're healthy. And what are you doing now to get there for tomorrow? There are things you can get away with today that are setting you up for problems down the road. Most common diseases can not only be prevented, but be put in reverse by simply adjusting your eating and lifestyle. The good news is for most, starting with simple steps and building on them makes the transition easy. This is about improving your long-term quality of life. You see, nutritional therapy and holistic health are complementary approaches to modern medicine, often getting your body in a place of feeling better so you move more and need less medicine. Everything you have done up to today is your before journey. Let's start focusing on the after part of your journey. Let's dive in to all the objections I've heard. First up, I'm too young for health problems. Most diseases develop over time. What you are eating, doing, or not doing right now affects your health later in life. I know it's easy to put off taking care of yourself, but the longer you wait, the harder it is. So start today thinking long-term of being healthy as you age. I get it. You feel fine. So you must be healthy, right? Just because you feel okay or don't have any kind of official diagnosis, if you aren't actively working on being healthy, things can pop up out of the blue since we can't see the changes that are happening on the inside, or we overlook those subtle signals telling us we're developing a problem. So just because you feel good doesn't mean something's not going awry inside your body. So now you're saying, Jolene, I'm not even overweight, so I've got to be healthy. Weight is one tiny aspect of health. Thin individuals still develop health problems, especially if they have poor nutrition or lack of exercise. So it's important that no matter what your size is, you're thinking long-term health. And whenever you start is never too late. Well, now you're telling me, well, it's in my genes, so it doesn't matter what I do, I'm still going to end up with it. Just because your family has a history with things like diabetes, arthritis, heart disease, autoimmune issues, thyroid issues, or other things doesn't mean you're going to have to suffer the same fate. Yes, you may actually develop the disease, but with changes to your diet and lifestyle, you can either put it in remission or at least manage the symptoms to feel and be better, be active, be mobile. And that is the key to holistic health. I know you're also thinking medications fix everything. In reality, most medications only manage symptoms. It never addresses the root cause of the problem. It just makes you feel better by attacking the symptoms of the problem. And one medication often leads to two, then three, and so on, because the side effects build up and up and up, so you need medications to manage the new symptoms you're having from the side effects. And no, I am not anti-medicine. I just believe with dietary and lifestyle interventions, you can reduce the need for medications and the side effects that come with them, meaning you can reduce the amount of medications you may or may not need. And that's key because all medications come with side effects. And the longer you're on them, the more problems you have from those side effects. So let's tackle and support our body with healthy interventions so we can reduce that risk for ourselves. Well, then comes the biggest one I hear most often is healthy eating is expensive. Yeah, switching to real whole foods can cause a slight increase in your food budget. It really can. But long term, it saves you over being sick. Medications are expensive. Co-payments are expensive. Tests get expensive. Being sick gets expensive quickly. So, some ways to help lessen the load on eating healthier is shop for produce in season. It will always be less expensive when it's truly in season in your area. Look at the sale brochures. They come out, at least in my neighborhood, every Tuesday. Shop the sales for meats. Plan your meals around what's on sale that week. And then a lot of people think they have to buy all grass-fed, grass-finished, pasture-raised, organic. The key is buy the best quality that fits in your budget. Real whole foods is better than the ultra-processed food you're sticking in your bodies now. I know that sometimes that ultra-processed food seems to be cheaper, but in the long run, it's not nourishing your body, so it's not cheaper. You're not getting the nourishments. You tend to overeat because it leaves you hungry. When you're eating whole foods, your produce, your meats, and even some grains, if you tolerate them, will keep you fuller longer and keep you healthier longer. And really important, don't give me the I'll start tomorrow or I can't change my habits. What happens when tomorrow never comes and you're having the health issues? The best time to prevent health issues and get healthy is today. Whatever that is, it's today. Small steps add up over time and make the changes a lot less painful. Take each change in small bites. Don't overdo it where it gets overwhelming. As one change becomes second nature, add on the next change until you don't even realize the huge health changes you've made one small bite at a time. The last objection I will touch on today is that health is all or nothing. You think that you need to make these extreme changes and make them all at once just to be healthy. This attitude gets overwhelming and gets discouraging, especially when it's hard to sustain these extreme changes. Actually, it's been proven that having small, consistent changes, being consistent with these tiny little bite-sized changes, is more sustainable and has a longer lasting effect. So we build on each small change as we go. That's one of the biggest things I like to teach. Start small and add step by step until you realize that you've made the extreme change, but it might be several months down the road and you didn't even know it. Overcoming your objections and being really honest with yourself. Telling yourself it is hard and there will be setbacks are the first step on this journey. Remember, these small steps add up over time and make a huge impact on your health. So right now I'm going to give you some small steps I encourage you to start incorporating even before the new year. I know everybody thinks, new year, new me, woohoo! No, new year, same you. You're just going to incorporate more and more steps. Start small. And when I say small, on this one, I'm going to say move your body, but I've recently learned about exercise snacks. No, you don't have to start with hours in the gym or miles-long walk, especially if you're just starting out. Exercise snacking is defined as a brief period of high-intensity movement or exercise that typically lasts for no more than 2 minutes. 2! Sneak it in throughout your workday, on bathroom breaks, before or after meetings. Just start incorporating them throughout your days. Here are some ideas for these exercise snacks. Work in a multi-story building or live in a 2-story house? Do some stair climbing for a minute or two. Do some jumping jacks for a minute or two. Jumping rope. Chair squats. Easy to do at your desk. Lunges. Push-ups. Mountain climbing, well, in the office that might be a little more difficult to hide, but you can do it. You can even do wall push-ups. You don't even have to get on the ground to do them. So find little things that you can get these bursts of exercises in for 1 to 2 minutes and just sprinkle them in throughout your day as if you were having a snack, but have an exercise snack instead. The second small step I want you to start incorporating today, and I've said it over and over again, this is not new. Start your day with a protein-rich meal. It has been shown to balance energy throughout the day as well as curb cravings and overeating later in the day. So you need to aim for a minimum of 30 grams of protein. This will mean adding in some meat or protein powder for many to get there. For example, 5 eggs, I know, sounds like a lot, is 30 grams of protein. But did you know it only comes with 360 calories? Another way to put it would be 3 eggs and 2 ounces of cheese. That's approximately 444 calories. These are just a point of reference so that you kind of get an idea of what 30 grams is. Pretty much a half a pound of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, again, is 30 grams. You've got to figure out how to add it in. And that's why I say, even though I'm not the biggest fan of a processed protein powder, for a lot of you, for your first meal, that is going to be the easiest way to get it in. Make sure it is a complete protein powder and you're not using collagen. Collagen is missing most of the amino acids, so it will not be as helpful. This is where a good tracking app will help you figure this out. I always put things into the app before I actually eat them so I can get an idea of what I need to shuffle around to get to the right macronutrients for that 30 grams so I know what's in the food I'm eating. The tracking app I prefer to recommend is Chronometer. Otherwise, you could just Google protein in and whatever the food is and then do it by hand. I do not like MyFitnessPal because it has too many entries by people and they're not accurate. So you don't know what you're sifting through to get accurate information. And I know it has check marks and stuff, but it's still check marked bad information. So be very leery of using MyFitnessPal. But we really just want to make sure we're getting in that 30 grams of protein with our first meal. And the last step I want you to work on towards this end of the year is self-love. I know. This sounds corny and this sounds like body positivity at every size. It's kind of is that. It's basically loving yourself enough to make the changes to be better, to be healthier, to be stronger, to be more mobile. That does not mean a certain size or a pair of jeans. That means health. That means not being a burden to your friends, your family, or ending up in a home because you don't have family to take care of you. Being mobile up till the day the good Lord calls you is what this is all about. So you need to find a way to shift your mindset that you are doing this not only for you, but for the future you, because you want to enjoy this life and give back to the world. We all need to find better ways to self-medicate. Food, drinks, those aren't ways to medicate us. They make us feel good for a minute or two. They don't make us feel good long term. Find healthy ways to make yourself feel better in times of struggle and healthy ways to reward yourselves when something great happens. While food should be enjoyed, it should not be the center of our happiness. Our family, our friends, and our loved ones should be. Thank you so much for listening in today. And if you found this at all helpful or valuable, share it with a friend or take 30 seconds and leave a review so more people can find my podcast for this information. And I get it. You want to lose weight and think that that will solve the problem. It helps, but when you do it in a way that does not support your health, you will end up on that yo-yo diet roller coaster that does more harm than good. When you focus on health above all else, it leads to long-term success. Develop those healthy habits and develop the knowledge to adjust as you progress on your journey, to learn what your body needs to be supported and healthy. Each one of us is in a different place, has different health issues or health goals. We need to know what we need. That's where knowledge comes in. You see, all these one-size-fits-all diets with rigid rules are not doing you any favors for long-term health. They may get you into those skinny jeans, but at what cost? There comes a point in time where we have to think further out. No one wants to have health issues. We all want to be mobile and self-reliant into our golden years. No matter what your age is, it's time to start thinking long-term now. Remember, it's never too late to start taking back your health. And on that note, my friends, I will see you next time. Bye. Thanks for listening in today. I hope you got some nuggets to take away on your health journey. Remember, this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes. No medical advice is being given. By listening to this podcast, you agree to the full disclaimer, which is linked in the show notes. You can stay connected to me by joining the newsletter at holistichealthmadesimple.com, where I share additional tips and tricks weekly. Once again, thank you for being a part of my community, and until next time, have a blessed day.